2 days after the mine disaster in New Zealand, the only certainty is uncertainty. There's been no contact with the 29 men trapped after a gas explosion at the Pike River mine near Greymouth on the South Island. The authorities insist it is still a rescue mission, but they have no idea when rescue teams will actually be able to go underground because of the risk of another explosion. The ABC's New Zealand correspondent Dominic Schwartz is in Greymouth, where the operation is being coordinated.
Well, the mood here tonight, Felicity, is far more sombre than it was yesterday, and relatives of the missing miners who I've spoken with concede they're finding it much harder to remain optimistic. A church leader here has said that while everyone's praying for a miracle, they feel like they have to prepare themselves emotionally for the worst. For families and friends of the trapped miners, the strain is starting to show.
Everyone knows someone, you know, and it's just the scale of it.
2 days and not a whisper from the miners or any word of when rescuers may go in.
Everyone just wants them home, you know. Their brothers, dads, uncles, sons.
The local mayor is now alluding to the outcome that no one wants to think about.
There are gases down that mine and there's only limited oxygen down there, and every day we don't hear a voice from that mine. It becomes desperate.
Today, for the first time, relatives of the missing miners were bussed into the mine site. These pictures are the first on-the-ground shots of the area since the blast on Friday left 29 miners unaccounted for. They show the cars that miners never drove home and the paramedics and stretchers ready to go.
Most of it was the first time up to the mine site. It was obviously quite an emotional thing for them to go up there where their family is still underground, but obviously something that was very worthwhile for them.
It was good to see the layout of the place, thinking of how my boy travelled every day, but it's still hard.
Rachel Weaver, the partner of missing Australian miner Josh Ufer, wasn't on the buses which went into the mine site today. Her mother said because of her pregnancy she was feeling uncomfortable about going in. As well as that, Josh Ufer's parents were due to arrive today and they wanted to be around to greet them. It's believed the missing miners are up to 2.5 kilometres inside the mine. 2 miners working closer to the main entrance walked out of the mine shaft after the blast. The others are trapped somewhere in this labyrinth of tunnels. A borehole is now being drilled to test the air quality further inside the mine, where rescuers believe the trapped men may be. The drill arrived today, but it won't get through the 150 metres of rock until at least tomorrow. Police say recent air samples show the environment underground is stabilising, but not enough to send in the rescuers.
I'm not going to put 16 guys underground and lose them to effect a half-assed rescue. Let's be honest.
So for families and rescuers, the waiting continues.